As CPAs, we talk a lot about Excel as a productivity tool, and sometimes Microsoft Word gets overlooked. But Microsoft Word is a ridiculously powerful productivity tool for accounting, tax, and finance professionals. In this video, I'm going to show you how to combine the use of styles with Microsoft Word's ability to automatically create a table of contents in order to organize huge amounts of information. I'll start off by showing you how to use styles in Microsoft Word. After opening Microsoft Word, select Blank Document. From there, start typing. Let's say that after doing so, you decide that you don't like Microsoft Word's default font and you want to change it. The traditional way to do this would be to highlight the text you want to change, and then to change its format using the font drop-down on the ribbon. There's a much different and better approach using Word's Styles feature. The Style pane has its own section in the Home section of the ribbon. Standard text, like you see on the screen, is referred to as normal. To change any aspect of the formatting for normal text, right-click on its style box and click Modify. From there, you can change the type of font, its size, and any other aspect of its formatting. After you click OK, notice how the font for all the text that's coded normal changed at the same time, even if you hadn't selected it with your cursor. This is an extremely efficient way to update the formatting of your text because it works whether your document is 1 page or 100 pages. The heading styles are what you use to organize your document and to create a table of contents. Let's start by adding an introduction. To do that, make some space at the beginning of your document. Place the cursor where you want the introduction to appear. Click on Heading 1 and type Introduction. From there, let's create some other chapters as part of organizing our document. Now it's time to create the table of contents. To do so, press Control Home to go to the beginning of the document. Make sure the cursor is where you want the table of contents to appear. Click on the References section of the ribbon. At the far left, click on Table of Contents, and using the drop-down, select your preferred format. And just like that, your table of contents automatically appears. What if you forgot to add a chapter? Do you have to manually update your table of contents? When you use styles to format your chapter headings, the answer is absolutely not. To illustrate, let's go back to the main body of the document and add another chapter. Let's press Control Home to go back to the beginning of our document. If you look at the table of contents, you'll see that our new chapter hasn't appeared. However, if you click on the table of contents and click Update Table and select the option Update Entire Table, then after you click OK, the table of contents will refresh and the new chapter will appear. What if you don't like the default formatting of the chapter headings? Then you can modify it using the same method we use to change our normal text. A table of contents also provides you with an efficient way to navigate large documents. This is because the page numbers are hyperlinks. For example, if you wanted to go straight from the table of contents to page 6 to edit the chapter and yet another, you control-click on the number 6 in the table of contents and Word will take you straight there. What if your chapters aren't in the right order? For example, what if we forgot this chapter needs to be at the end of the document? That's not a problem. Simply hyperlink to the chapter you want to move, select the chapter heading and the text, paste it where you want it to be, and after you refresh the table of contents, you'll see that the chapter appears in the right place. Using the techniques I just showed you, I've been able to organize huge amounts of information over the course of my career. For example, at the beginning of my career, I did a fair amount of tax research. I found when I was in the middle of a project, I understood how the tax law would apply to a given situation very well. But with time, my memory would fade, and I began finding I was having to do research on the same issues multiple times simply because I couldn't remember everything. Well, that was both annoying and inefficient. So what I did was to create this document, organizing my notes and research by Internal Revenue Code section. That way, when I ran into an issue again, I could refer to my old notes so I wasn't always starting from scratch. And look at how big this document has gotten over time. It's pushing almost 300 pages. And what if I need to work on a UNICAP project, but it's been a while? I go to the table of contents, I locate section 263A, I hyperlink directly to it, and now I can review my old notes before starting in on the project. Can you see the possibilities from this point? Using the methods I've just shown you, I've completed Fortune 500 projects, I've published books, I've created professional education material, and I've created numerous other organizational documents to keep my personal and professional life straight. And now you can do the same kinds of things. In conclusion, I just want to say that this kind of professional education material requires a significant amount of time and effort to produce. And I'm happy to do it, but I would greatly benefit from your feedback to know if I'm hitting the mark or not. So if you found this video to be helpful, like it, leave a positive comment, share it, and subscribe to my YouTube channel to receive notifications of similar content. Thank you for watching.